What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. Welcome back to the only undefeated Italian channel, whatever you want to call it, at this moment in time. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're undefeated. What does that actually mean for a season? Because we were undefeated in the league last season up till match day 22, I think it was, or 21. When did we play Napoli? Match day 22 or something. I think was the first time we lost the game, and it was away to Napoli when Colomani scored, I think. If I'm not mistaken. It was something insane.
I think so, yeah.
We lost in the Champions League, obviously. But even there, it wasn't like we were losing every single week, So what does that actually mean? Villarreal up next. We're going to talk about that. The tough stretch coming up as well. That's what we're going to talk about. And a lot of discussion points after that draw against Atalanta on the weekend. But first off, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I was working around the house today, so I'm really tired. But I'm always up for a good show. So yeah, let's talk about everything.
Yeah, I'm good as well. I'm tired as well. So yeah, let's make it a good one.
Well, it should be a good one because I put Motta on the thumbnail to trigger some people. But I put him on the thumbnail because undefeated. That's the context, And actually, I wanted an entire different vibe for this video until it was like midday today, and I was like, because I had a very busy morning, first part of the day, and it was around midday. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna open up Tutto Sport, and I wish I never did. I wish I never opened up that newspaper today, because of the agenda against coaches and players, which makes absolutely no sense and is helping nobody, not the team, not Tudor. It's just absolutely helping nobody. So the context is that the articles out there last season were, but you're not winning games. That was the entire point. And now it's like it's undefeated and it's the belief is back, etc. And me personally, and we talked about it in the group chat, I'm sitting back and I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference besides we're getting away with it late. But even last season, we were getting away with certain things. Remember Bologna at home, Venezia at home? We snatched it. We were getting away with bad performances. And we were heavily relying on individual brilliance. We controlled a large part of games, even last season, but we did absolutely nothing with that control. So during the game on Saturday, as you know, I was sitting back. I was like, what was the point? And with the point, I was like, not trying to say keep Motta or whatever, because that's done. But what's the point of doing the same thing, but trying to sell it as a different product? That's what I'm trying to say. So that's my question to you, Norbert. First, 3-0 Lazio. What is actually the point, right now? Like, what are we trying to do? Is there a big difference? And should we just be excited by, I don't know, the belief these guys have, I don't know, towards the end of the game?
So we have 2 points less in the Champions League than, last year after the first game. I don't know. For me, it really feels like the Motta times. Nothing up front, only individual brilliance, and I'm really sad about the short-term future. To be honest, I just can't see how is this better than last year, or what's the plan. And Tudor, I really don't like Tudor at this point, and it's crazy because I felt good about him. But it shows that he's not a good coach, really, tactically, and his subs and yeah, I don't know. For me, nothing is different from last year, to be honest. And I know people will say Grinta and the what the players say about the coach and about each other and la la la. But we've seen this unity and all that stuff when Danilo was the captain of this club. So yeah, Is Danilo still playing? What's up with Danilo?
He's playing, yeah, at Flamengo.
Oh, okay. Good for him. Good for him. He's also playing in the Brazilian national team. He's actually starting with Sandro, so that's that.
Sandro is still starting. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes. But I like you talk, Spiros, because what is actually the like what is the point? Because we're trying to, in my opinion, sell something that's just basically the same, but we're trying to wrap it up in a different type of paper where it looks fancier and better and nicer and more fun, whatever. But is it really? Like, is it really?
No, I don't know. Like, it's still the start of the season, so probably there's still some excitement, but I think it will fade away with the results, you know. So if you draw again and again, and we're gonna lose games as well, so probably that excitement will fade away, and I don't think we're gonna react as we reacted in the last game. So yeah, there's not much difference, but yeah, probably the only difference is probably we shoot more, probably because
Mm,
I think with Moda we had like
yeah.
one shot on target or something in the whole game. So we're probably shooting more, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, with
Does
Because
Motta,
anyone?
we went with halves where we didn't even shoot on target. That was crazy.
yeah, yeah. We should more. Yeah, we should win more, but still, like we don't create enough, and it's not. We don't create like good enough chances. It's not like very organized. Like up front, it's very chaotic, very chaos ball. So yeah, yeah, not good enough. And if you play like this, if you play teams like Milan, that right now we are in top form and they're playing well, and they they feel like they're gonna win it. Like you see the comments of their players, so when they feel like, hey, yeah, we want to actually win it. So yeah, if you face that kind of team, you're probably losing right now. So yeah, we need to do a lot to turn it to in
Mota
the in
got
the
Mota
sorry.
got sacked because he lost like 3-0, 4-0 on the bounce and whatever. Was it?
Yeah,
I think we lost like 3-0, 4-0 Atalanta, 3-0 Fiorentina, and in the mix,
yeah,
even in Champions League game that we lost or something.
yeah.
Um, I don't know which Champions League game it was, to be honest, and what the score was.
Benfica, no? Ah, no, no, no. That was soon, earlier, I think.
No, it was a bit later. Yeah, it was, but my point is because that's how I feel. I feel those results are around the corner. Like I
Yeah,
actually do. Like we got away. Like let's be completely honest. Okay, Inter, did we get away with Inter? You scored 2 goals. That's a lot. Got away with it. Not really. I would say because it's not that Inter peppered us, whatever. Like every shot was going in. So I was cool against Dortmund. I believe we got away with it. We got away with it
yeah, for
against
sure.
Verona. I had a feeling we got away with it, because they were the better team in that second half and they looked like the team that were going to score a goal, not us. Against Atalanta, I think we got to away. I think we got away with it. At one point, we got that equalizer, which was ridiculous. Like there was a, I don't know what that defender was doing. So you got lucky there. You got unlucky with the McKennie one, but I never had a feeling that we're gonna win that game or deserve to win that game. So right now, if I look at that stretch of games, I'm like a really bad result is around the corner. And to be honest, I'm expecting that on Wednesday. I do. Now the news is out there that it's very difficult for Bremer and Turam actually to be with the team. I mean, it's set up to be like it's already set up to be a difficult game for us, period, because Villarreal are good. Like and the way they play, I don't think suits us right now. And to top it off, um, I like if you miss a player like Bremer as well. Like we've seen it last season. We've seen what happens when you don't have those type of players out there. And to be honest, even when he's playing right now, we still have certain issues. So I I'm looking at it and I'm like those results are really they're around the corner. Like when we were on a 10-game winning streak with Allegri, me and Julian came out every single day at the time and we were like, it's going to collapse. Like we're just winning games, but we had no idea how we're winning games. Like it was like how we're doing. It's like Liverpool. They were winning games a minute 90 for 5 weeks, and against Crystal Palace, they got absolutely peppered, like absolutely peppered. They should have lost 6-1 that game. And I'm being nice. If anyone watched that game, it was like, even if you watch Liverpool, it was just, it's coming to the end. At one point, you're not going to get away with it. The difference is, I think they have more than enough quality and believe in themselves that they will just pick themselves up and go again, Liverpool. I don't think we are that squad right now. So that's why I say we don't lose, but like undefeated, does anyone actually believe they're looking at it undefeated and they are like, that's a real image of this squad? Like, or is it really just kind of a facade and be like, we're undefeated, let's hold up, against, like, let's put that out there and to make us feel a bit better than we actually should be feeling right now?
No.
I don't know. It's just I don't trust in Tudor. I don't have any trust in Tudor, to be honest, that he will do anything with this squad. And yeah, I was wrong about Allegri and Milan. I thought he would be sacked until
I
October or
told you
something.
guys. I told you.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I didn't.
still don't rate him, but yeah, I don't know. Modric is a Maltesian, so
They
yeah.
have a very balanced squad. They do.
Yeah,
They've defined roles, they've defined positions. Yeah, the backline is a bit crappy, but so was Napoli's one, and they won it last season, and they play one game a week. So that's that. This question, saying I'm still positive because I see Tudor's intention to change and try new things.
what?
Put in a new comment and tell me what he's trying to change. And this is not to call you out, because I really want to know, because I have no idea what he's trying to change. I don't, and don't not say players, because it's like you just put in players in the same role or like in the same idea. That's not changing. That's hoping that the individual produces individual things, rather than the
And,
guy you have putting in for a couple of weeks before that.
And also up front, they cannot. The three players who starts, they cannot grow together because they never play together.
I agree.
So it's also crazy to me. Like there is no starter, or again we're going with the Motta thing that okay, let's see what you do in training, and then you start or not start, and I don't know. Yeah. And the subs that he just throws players on, and let's see what's going on. And I
don't think it's a training thing this time. I think it's like, yeah, you're tired. Okay, for this game, let me try this. Let me try this. I don't really know what works, so I'm trying, random things, and let's see if it works. I don't think it's like you're good at training and you are good at training.
And also
So,
starting Openda against I can't. I don't. Against a team that we knew there's not gonna be any space. It's crazy.
Okay, so let me on that one. I thought Atalanta would come up to attack us, so I was like, he played Vlahovic, or Openda, and I was like, okay, it's not working. Make us up. He brings on Vlahovic at that point. I was like, why? Like, what are you like? I was why, and then I was watching the game. I was like, I know why. We're just trying to whip in crosses towards the end. If you want to play that football and hope Vlahovic gets at the end of it, fine. If you want to be that team. However, where's Jonathan David at this point? Because if you wanted to try to break down a team, you put somebody out there in around the box who should be able to hold off the ball, shield off a player, and play somebody into a certain position, and have runners around it. You made that change and you told Zegrova, beat your man and try to whip it in, and hopefully somebody is like gets at the end of it. That's what he tried to do. And I mean, yeah, it worked against Genoa, I guess. But is that the game plan you really want to put in there? Like, that's again hoping, a good cross arrives, but that's not really, breaking them down. Somebody said, oh, it's hard. Like every single team finds it difficult to break down a low block. I'm like, not really, that's not correct. That's absolutely not correct. That's like Tudor saying who plays high intensity football or the same style of football, whatever, for 90 minutes. I'm like, well, a lot of teams, in my opinion, top teams do that. So very odd comments as well when he came out and he talked about I have three strikers, and then he was like, are you gonna play two up top? He said, no, unlikely. I was like, cool. So we wasted a lot of money. Like a lot of money was
Yeah.
wasted. What was the point of signing, having three number nines in the team if you're not willing to play two of them? Then what was the point? What was actually the point of investing that money? It makes absolutely no sense right now. It doesn't, because
I don't
Jonathan
know.
David disappeared. He disappeared, Jonathan David, by the way, like literally disappeared.
Yeah.
Does it seem to you like he looks a bit pissed, like in the last games a bit? I don't know, like he looks a bit odd. Tudor,
Mm.
like in the last games, I don't know, like something changed. I don't know, something happened because like it felt like he wanted to change something and he wanted to do something. He also said this himself in a press conference. I think, like he said, "Oh yeah, we're trying different things, and we might play Openda and David, and we might play this system and this system, to fit them in." And now he's like, "No, I'm not doing that." So something happened in my opinion. I don't know. So yeah, very weird.
Yeah, he's stubborn as well. Which I think one of the negative stuff that I hate the most in a coach when they are stubborn. But also Zagrova looks like he's a kindergarten player or something. What are those pants, dude? How can you run like that? Those pants are so low. It annoys me so much. And he just looks like another Consensao. Um, and against Atalanta, he looked horrible. Like he
Yeah,
looked a lot
he
worse
was
than the
horrible.
Consensao. Yeah,
Yeah. He was so bad. He was frustrating me so much. Like he was so bad. And I was seeing like on Twitter, like, oh, like 20-minute cameo of Zagreb. I was like, no.
mm,
He was bad.
Oh, the
yeah,
stats look fantastic, but there's no end product to it, and I don't really blame him, to be honest, because that's what he's asked to do. Try
yeah,
to solve it on your own. So I don't like. I cannot really blame him for that. I just can't,
Yeah,
because that was the demand. Like that's the way we play. So what do you want me like? I will get pissed if he doesn't even start beating his man. Then I'm like, okay, this is completely pointless. But for now, like he's beating his man. It's just, yeah, you need to whip it in or take some unrealistic shots like he was trying to do. But
yeah,
I think like if you come in that team, I think that's the feeling you have. Like I'm gonna need to
yeah,
force it right now. That's it. That's just it. Them saying nothing has changed. You were saying the same thing for the last 4 years. Well, I appreciate you've been watching the same thing for the last 4 years. Weber is out for a long. I don't think he's injured. He's just not, I don't think, fit enough. That's the reports to start. They're not going to
yeah,
risk him against Villarreal. That's basically it. He should be playing David Moore and have faith in him instead of chopping and changing. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of trying to change it up every single week. This is not March, and you're fighting for the Champions League, the Coppa, and the Serie A, whatever. It's the it's October, and I see a different front line every single week. So that's just bad. Like I'm sorry, that's really bad. Um, Tudor staff is not strong, so there's not quality there neither. And I don't know what Modesta is doing. Someone has to tell Tudor how to utilize the squad better. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like the board member can say that, but he's still the coach, and he's not gonna use a squad in a different way just because Modest told him to use the squad in a different way. Not Tudor. He will just walk or he will accept the sacking. He's not gonna listen to the board. And to be honest, I don't want a board member who never coached tell the coach how to set up the team. Like I'm gonna
yeah,
be completely honest. If we go into that situation, then well, wrap it up. Like just stop doing what
yeah,
you're doing because this ain't it. Like that's just not possible. There are defined roles. You can pull a coach and ask, okay, why are you not using that player? Is there a reason? Like, did something happen? That's fine. Like that I get, but don't tell the coach or player with 3 up top, or whatever. Like, don't do that, because at that point, just walk to the coach and tell him you're sacked, because that basically what you're trying to say. And to be
Yeah.
honest, I don't think any coach, like a real serious coach or person, will accept that.
Yeah.
That's like the coach walking into the boardroom and say, "Man, you need to get better sponsorship deals because I don't think we're getting enough money." Like, you're not going to tell them how to do the job as well.
Yeah, and also I think this kind of management, I think if they see that there's no progress, I think they would just sack him. Like, I don't think they're gonna go to like, okay, Tudor, like, let's change this, let's do this. I think they would gonna just sack him. So yeah, it's meaningless to do that.
If Tudor doesn't last the entire season, who do you bring in? I'm Thanks for the question, but I don't want to talk about that right now, to be honest. If that's
Yeah,
really the case,
crazy.
I don't want to even think about it right now.
Yeah, but it
So
could
then
happen.
if that happens, we will talk about it at the time. But right now, I don't want to focus on that. Did somebody
Bring back
ask Tudor
PLO.
why? Yeah, for example, did somebody ask Tudor why did he start 4 defenders at home for 63 minutes against the worst Atalanta side in 10 years? Yeah, Kalulu was still playing right wing back at minute 65, which is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, but nobody asked that. And like impressors, nobody like asked those questions. So we will never get the answer. That's it. I wish Tudor's only problem was being stubborn and not changing formation. I see more issues with him. Yeah, like he's very stubborn. It is what it is right now. But it's gonna be his downfall or his success story. It's one of the two right now. But I think it's very obvious whatever he's trying to do is just not working. Like it's not working, and he will get removed at this pace. And people say, "Oh, he hasn't lost the game." Fine, but look at the way we play. If we keep playing like this, we will start losing games. It's going to happen, and a
Exactly
lot
the
of
same
them as
happened
well.
last year. Yeah.
Because that backline is not good enough to keep us in games, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good enough to keep us in games, and that front line is too chaotic, to keep bailing us out consistently. At one point, it's just gonna collapse. It's gonna break.
Yeah.
And that was all I was trying to say. What was the point? Like, what is actually the point? Because we're doing the same, like we're going to the same route. Even last season when we're winning those 9 games, and people are like, "Oh my god, this is better." I was like, I see no changes whatsoever. The fact, like, he scraped it, but to be honest, I think anyone would have done that. I will keep firm with that. I don't think he did something mad in those 9 games, because people forget at minute 75 we were getting smoked by Venezia and we were out of the top 4. If not for Nicolosi doing something stupid. I think people keep forgetting about that. That was real. That was at that time. I don't think a single Juve fan was like, let me chill for the last 50 minutes. We're gonna make it. Nobody was doing that. Nobody like watching that game was doing that. It was prepared in the worst possible way. It was a serious game, and we were over the shop against a relegation side who got relegated, by the way. And I came out. I was like, I'm not impressed. Like, I'm not impressed. 9 games or not, I'm just not impressed one bit. So yeah. I see losing at least 3 of the next 5 games. It could, looking at the figure, like we played 4 away games in the next 5, and they're not like it's Villarreal, Como, Madrid, and Lazio. Like, you're not playing Pisa away and Cremonese away. Like, you're playing real teams.
That's tough.
And to make it worse, there's an international break between them. Like, it's actually crazy,
Yeah,
I see a lot of draws. A lot of draws.
But the way we play, I will take draws at this point, to be honest, because I see L's. I see L's. Like, I've watched a bit of Villarreal. They play better than us. I've watched Como at home. Well, Not easy. I've watched Lazio. It's all over the place. I'm watching them now. They play well now, but they're all over the place. You never know. Real Madrid, yeah. I mean, they can look like the Real Madrid against Atletico. They can look like the Real Madrid against Marseille, where it's all over the place as well, but they still create a tons of chances, you know? So I don't
Yeah,
know. It's it's a tricky. I think those. Does anyone think these 5 games are? I don't want to say like determined for his future, because at the end of the day, we haven't lost a game. I don't think the club is sitting here saying the next 5 game right now. If it doesn't work out, you're sacked. I don't think the club is thinking about that situation, nor should they be thinking about that situation, obviously. But you guys, do you believe? Let's say the next 5 games he loses 3 and draws 2. Do you
Yeah,
think
I
his
don't.
job will be on the hut?
yeah,
I think if he loses 5 out of 5, yes. I
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
think.
I think that's
Yeah,
all.
I don't
I
think.
mean, yeah. But let's say 3. He loses 3, and like 3 of them are in the league, not even the Champions League, and he
yeah,
draws 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fine for sure.
No, I don't think so.
What
I
should be
don't
the
know.
bare
Because I don't want to
minimum?
see the bare minimum. Hmm.
Like, I'm not saying I'm not hoping for that. Absolutely not. I hope we win 5 games in a row. Do I believe that? No. Like, I've seen us play, and that will be a shock. That will come out of like out of the blue. If we win 5 games in a row. But what would be the bare minimum for you to believe the club will consider? We might need to step in right now, because this can spin out of total control. Because keep in mind, we only have 1 point in the Champions League, and it's Villarreal and Madrid away next. It can look bad really quickly, and for the club financially as well. Like, let's say you're 1 point out of 9 in the Champions League out of 3 games, you're in serious trouble.
Yeah.
So what should be the bare minimum, for Tudor to get out of these 5 games and be, steady in the job?
Yeah. He needs to beat Villarreal. Um, and we need to beat Milan. I'm sorry. Like, we are Juventus. We always need to beat Milan.
I agree.
And if we beat these 2 teams, I think it's and of course Lazio. Like, we also cannot lose against Lazio. It's kind of tricky. Like, and Como is Como, but they're playing really really nice, and they are at home. And yeah, I don't know. I think we just need to beat most of these teams. I'm sorry. Like, somehow,
Yeah,
I
we
don't care
need,
how.
but do you think we will? Like, obviously, we need to beat them, but do you think
No,
we will?
no. I think I see like 3 to 5 draws. To be honest, at this point,
You're
lots of
optimistic.
draws. Lots of draws. I see.
Yeah,
Come
Yeah,
here,
I
I'm
don't.
not that optimistic. Yeah, we're gonna lose to Villarreal, and it could be very possible to get smoked from Milan at home. So, and if he does that, I think he's gonna be sacked in the break.
I
I don't
think
think
it's
that's
way
going
too
to
early.
happen, by the way. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's someone saying nothing will happen, even if we lose all of them. I mean, if we lose all of them, he will be sacked. I'm
yeah,
actually 100% convinced about that, because that's insane. Like, that's actually that's insane. Like, you will get sacked if you lose all five of them, because then you're showing the club you can actually not compete whatever against decent teams. So what is the point of keeping you on this season? He will get
yeah.
sacked. If he loses 5, he will get sacked. Like, it's impossible to keep him in the job then at that point, obviously. What do you guys think about Cambiasso can work as a regista and Locatelli and Turam together in the midfield? I want 3 central midfielders starting, and I was just thinking if Cambiasso will work there. I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry.
No, as well.
I think
Cambiaso needs to drive the ball forward. That's he's good at. So
in a back 4, he's the best.
yeah,
I don't like I like this wingback thing, because he looks lost. He really looks lost out there. I'm not gonna lie. And like, we talk about changing formations. Is it about helping somebody up top or whatever. But also at the back, you're playing Cambiaso, it's not working. You're playing Kalulu, and you're not getting you're not getting out of Kalulu what you should be getting out of a player playing in that position. And I don't blame Kalulu, by the way. Like, it's like playing Bremer in that position and he's not delivering. I'm like, yeah, he's not going to deliver. It's impossible for him to deliver. So I think Kalulu is doing the best he can, but yeah, there's a limit to it as well. So I don't like those things. Those things are not helping us as well. They're just not helping. They're not helping, in my opinion, attacking. Like Kalulu, when like he doesn't overlap, like never, he doesn't do that.
Also,
it becomes predictable.
If your starter in mind is Kalulu at that position, why did we sign João Mario?
I don't know. That's the question I posed.
Very strange,
that's crazy.
Very strange decisions. Like, also because the club made it very obvious, like, we don't have money, and he's like, I'm not going to play that guy, and I'm not going to play that guy, and I'm not going to mix it up front, and I'm not going to play two up front, and you basically signed a 40 million striker. So yeah, like, what's up with that? So that's why I said, if he loses the next two games and they see those things, I don't think they're gonna keep him too long. Like, because also the fans right now are a bit like this again, again, like 6th year in a row, and after Motta, this disaster, this again. So I don't think they're gonna like keep him around like too much and give him like multiple chances.
I mean, I going back to what I said at the start of the video, what I also do not like is how the media is handling it, because it feels like it's the same thing. I'm sorry, like, there's no real difference out there. Like, the results are the same. I think that the way we control games but don't really control, like the way we control games but can lose control really quickly because we don't do anything with the control. We've seen this only if you read to the sport, for example, and I like that newspaper, like if that newspaper existed in Germany in World War II, I wouldn't be shocked, because the propaganda is insane. Like, it's actually insane. Like, it's unreal. If you I have to the sport, so I can go back into the newspapers from months, whatever. If you compare certain articles, it's somebody. How do I need to put it? Like, let's say somebody got shot. The same incident, the same newspaper, but on one new page, it will be the picture of the guy taking the shot, with a name and everything. And on the other picture, it's blurred out saying, oh, we're not so sure at this moment in time, when it's actually the same thing, That's how it is right now. They're talking about Tudor, the DNA is back and the passion is back. And I'm like, cool, fine. Maybe that was needed. And maybe it was needed as well. But if the results are the same, or the idea is the same, then what is actually really the point right now? Why is there a need to, package it in a different way? That's something I don't get.
I think because
what is the idea behind, because when I watch us play, I don't understand. Like with Motta, I understood, but it was very bad, it wasn't working at all. With Tudor, I don't understand at all. One game is like we're pressing a lot, one game is like we're gonna control the game, one game we're like sitting back a lot. Like, I don't really see what do we want to do, like how we want to play. So yeah, and also how are you going to improve on that if you don't play in a consistent way and you don't have your ideas? And so yeah, for me this is a problem.
I think people see it more positively because we beat Inter and how we didn't lose that game against Dortmund.
Dortmund. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall the results, yeah, these draws against Verona and this Atalanta game is really bad. And how we played as well, it's not good. It's just not good. How we play, it's not good. Period. Like we have sections of a game when we are good, and that's it. But that can be 45 minutes, that can be 20 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah. And the funny fact about that is like the Atalanta game was like probably our best game so far, which is true, but it's still like not good enough. Like if that's our like best game, but like what we can offer right now, that's our best. Like we have massive problems, massive problems.
Yeah.
That Atalanta game was not good. Does anyone think it was
Yeah.
good?
No,
I heard
but
voices.
compared to the other games, like it was true, like it was our best game, like especially in the first half. But like if that's our best, that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like that cannot be our best. That should be like a bad day, in my opinion, like or the minimum. I don't know.
Okay, like that, but like we didn't play a good game, right? Like that, you cannot label that. If you label that as a good game, then you,
No,
you have a
no.
problem. Like you,
But if you compare like with Verona, with Dortmund, with even with Inter, probably like yeah, because we had more control. We tried a lot the first half, but other than that, like it was not good enough. That's what I'm saying. Like that should be like a bad day for us. Like oh, like we're tired. We tried, okay, not like we were not like enough. Okay, we tried. We kept the ball. We did something, but it didn't work this day. Okay, but
And
that should be like a bad day for us. Not like him saying after that game, like, "Oh, that was the best game we have played so far." Where, as with me as coach, I was like, "Yeah, that's not very helpful for you, to be honest."
Atalanta is coached by Juric, so
Yeah, that's also. Oh, that's also very bad.
they
yeah,
were playing like an 18-year-old or 17-year-old. What was it?
yeah,
Yeah,
17, I think.
And he was actually very good. Like as well, to make it worse, he was very good.
yeah,
Like
that's
he was
center back,
actually
no?
good.
And we had Puradzic who had a really bad game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean he got a lot of like. Okay, so there are two parts. Like he got heavily criticized, and I think that's fair. And I think people were like, how do I want to say that? Protecting him, and I don't think he needs protected. I think that will make it works. I think he knew he messed up, and I think we all expected he was going to make mistakes at one point,
Yeah,
because that
and it's
happens
okay.
if you never play. It happened. Like he made
Yeah,
a ridiculous mistake. To top it off, like it wasn't he played somebody one on one. Like still some work needed to be done before that actually went into the back of the net. It wasn't like he passed it backwards and it's 1v1. That was also not the case. But he made a mistake, and I don't have really an issue. Like I mean, I have an issue with that. He shouldn't be making that mistake, I guess, a player in that position. But I was saying all 2 weeks, give him a shot. And I said all 2 weeks as well. He's gonna make mistakes. It's going to happen. Deal with it right now. I'd rather have that than Colt Miners or other players doing absolutely nothing. That's what I was
yeah,
saying. But now you brought it up. Now you brought up that situation, and because Bremer might be out for Villarreal, that means Gatti is back into the comes back into the picture.
yeah,
In that
oh,
in that moment, like Gatti got absolutely cooked.
yeah.
Like he got
yeah,
like the defending
Like
was just
always.
poor. Yes, Atsic made a mistake, but the defending is so bad that you look at it and you're like, this is your how many seasons is it at the club? It's third season at the club, I think. Maybe
I think
fourth.
so. Yeah,
I'm not even sure.
yeah.
4.
And I'm like,
I think so.
you keep making the same mistakes. You keep making the same mistakes. And every time I watch you, I really want to be I really want to come on and be like, you know what, I was wrong. We have our defender for the next 10 years. I wish I was wrong. But every time he plays, I'm like, I was right. He's not good. Like, he's not good. And then all the excuses come out. Oh, he doesn't look to the sport again. Like, entire article. He doesn't look the same after the injury. Looks the same to me. I'm sorry, he looks the same to me. You know, maybe he's
Yeah,
not as fit, but he makes the same mistakes, fit or not fit, bodybuilder or no bodybuilder, on, you know, illegal products or not. He makes the same mistakes week in, week out. Nothing changes. Stupid yellow cards, odd defending, where he gives the opponent like all the space and time in the world. Like, he defends. You know what it is? When he gets a yellow card, it's usually because he's too close, like literally too close. And when we concede, it's because he's way too off and he gives players a lot of
yeah,
room. So he
Yeah,
cannot close it down in a good way, which it results in a yellow card or in a goal most of the time. He's bad.
yeah. He's
yeah.
horrible. He's one of the worst
His
defenders I have ever seen in my life. He's so bad.
his
It's like,
positioning is horrible.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And Kelly makes him look like I don't rate Kelly, but right now,
Kelly's a
like
star
so
next to him.
funny.
Like, come on.
Right now, in my opinion, they're playing a different sport right now. It's so funny.
Kelly is actually good next to Gatti. Like, Kelly could start for Real Madrid almost next to Gatti, you know?
Oh my god,
I mean,
he's
it's
so
actually, I agree. Like, it got to a point where I'm looking at Kelly, I'm like, wow. But the moment I say wow, I'm like, I mean, yeah. I mean,
bad.
like,
Yeah,
it's not really difficult at this moment to be wow because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking at
It's
bad
not
at the same.
much.
That's why, yeah,
yeah,
that's why I'm not gonna go overboard even with Kelly. He improved. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie,
yeah,
but you know, if you give me the option this summer, well, my options are very obvious, and I hope every Juve fan has that same idea. You know,
yeah, yeah.
when
Of
it
course,
comes
yeah.
to Gatti, I remember when he got renewed last in the summer, and I was like, what? Like, I was really what? And everybody was like, because he's fantastic, you know, and this and that. I'm like, no, he's not. He's on 3 million euros as well. Who the hell is gonna take him off our hands right now? Who? I really want to know because there's no way
And
those English clubs are coming back in for him if they are watching this. There's no way.
I keep on saying this. Tudor was a defender, a really good defender to his level. And how can he like Gatti? Or, you know, like, he sees Gatti and he says, oh, yeah, yeah, he's good. He's a good defender.
I don't think he likes him. I think he's just bugging him. That's why he's playing Kalulu there. He's like, I need to protect him, because if okay, for me that's the reason Kalulu plays. If João Mauro plays there, it's gonna be hilarious for Gatti. Like,
Mm.
because João Mauro cannot defend, but Gatti is even worse in my opinion. So it's gonna be so funny. So yeah, that's why Kalulu is playing there in my opinion. And yeah, he's basically telling Kalulu, yeah, help Gatti because Gatti cannot play like right now. He's so bad, and I'm like at this moment in time, I'm like play Lugani, just play him. I don't care because I don't know I don't think it's the solution, but Gatti is so bad right now. I'm like, yeah, just play Lugani.
Or maybe Rugani has that one fantastic game he has
Yeah,
once in a while.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, you need to hope with
It
that.
looks like
Um,
a Real Madrid kind of performance.
maybe people smash the like button because we only have 19 likes and we're not gonna go very long anymore. Unpopular opinion, I would have sold Gatti instead of Savona, and God knows I'm not just saying that. Now I think a lot of would. I
I
mean,
agree.
I don't really had the biggest issue of selling Savona, but it's more about, yeah, you finally got
Between
rid
the
of
two.
Gatti and maybe
Yeah.
we signed some defender instead of him. So that's something I would agree with. Um, okay, final question, and then we were gonna wrap it up. We do play Villarreal, almost tomorrow, Wednesday. Preview tomorrow, but I want to ask you guys, what type of game are you expecting? You know, what are you expecting from us? I don't know if anyone watched anything of Villarreal this season. I watched a bit against Bilbao as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it for my preview, but it's not looking good for us right now. The way they play and the way we want to play, it should be looking good. The way they want to play,
Yeah, they leave space, no?
yeah, there is space. There's a lot of space. However, we are not. I don't think in the physical shape to exploit that, nor are we in a tactical position to deal with that space. That's how I'm looking at. But what are you guys expecting?
Well, they have Vega, so in the defense they already good. But yeah, I think they're gonna score first, and it's going to be 1-1, and then we're gonna score, and then they're gonna score at the very end, and then it's a 2-2. But yeah, we need these games. It's the Champions League. We need to win these games, and I just really don't see how can we beat them at this point. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I'm expecting a bad game. Not optimistic at all. I think we're gonna lose. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna pull something off the bag, something miraculous, something reactionary. Because I think we're also tired. I think Bremer is not going to play probably. Thuram is not going to play probably, right for sure. There are rumors that Yildiz might get rested, so I'm like, I don't expect much of this game. I care more about
Just
the next game, to be honest, because it's in the league, it's fun, and we need that win. So yeah,
That was
yeah,
amazing.
but it's crazy to me that it's not even October and we are already tired. Like, what is this? Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
that's horrible.
Yeah, and that's very worrying as well
Yeah,
because you cannot really fix that. There's not a
And
2 month break.
when the club knows it, and we brought that guy in, and that was very obvious. Like that is a problem because if you bring a guy right now, it's like, yeah, that's probably a problem. No,
Yeah, but I don't know how you're gonna fix that during the season. I don't see it, so I'm gonna need to deal with it. But yeah, people, we're gonna wrap this one up. Like I said, smash the like button. I will be back live tomorrow twice, once on this channel, once on Anthony's channel. But I will do a preview, and then we will see on Wednesday what's going to give. Hopefully a good result, hopefully a positive result going to the Milan game. Because imagine losing 2 or something, and then going into the national break knowing that you have 3 away games. That like that's crazy. But everyone in the chat, thanks for joining. You guys, thanks for joining the Undefeated stream, and we will see if we will still be undefeated in the next stream. Ciao.